category of the solution finders, okay? So the persons who are 65% solution finders are here to get solutions. So where other people see a problem, some people see solution. And wherever problem exists, there is an opportunity right there. And the opportunity is in finding the solution to the problem. Our business opportunity, fantastic. Our business opportunity is a solution. It has been positioned as a solution to solve the problem of the common man in the world we live in today. We've been preaching this message months and months in now. Where I remember when we were saying prepare for 2020, it's going to be blood, it's going to be this, it's going to be a disaster for the unprepared. As if we are soothsayers. Look at what is going on now. And the year has just started. And we're not sure what's going to come. But imagine for a moment that you earn 500 million naira between now and the second week of June, right? What will you do with that? What will that do for you? Or just imagine 10% of that income. Okay, now I'm talking all of this, but I did not get to this point of my life. I just dropped from heaven and I have all these perspectives to the best life possible. No, I grew up under humble beginnings. My parents had great plans for me as a child. They first of all had great plans for themselves. But when your plans and your dreams are not coming true, you hope that your child will live out that life that you did not live out. And so the best thing to do is give birth to children, raise them well, hope that they go to the best schools and, get the best jobs and everything will be sorted. In the same vein, I was also equally optimistic. I was ready to learn. Life was throwing us all the blows it could throw us, but I just was keeping that optimistic front that no matter what comes my way, I will survive, right? But, it will continue in that fashion to the point when I ended up doing biochemistry, but I wanted to do medicine, but I wasn't getting it. So I settled for biochemistry, but of course I wasn't going to relax. And I pushed to get into medicine, which I eventually got admission abroad after failed attempts. I was doing my master's. I left the master's when I got the admission. I wrote JAMB again. I'm just that determined person. In fact, in this picture, on this particular day of this occasion, you see me here, 36 weeks pregnant. And that is the same me who remained optimistic, ready to push myself against every obstacle. And that was because I knew that even being a wife and a mother was not supposed to stop me from achieving my goals in life, right? I was going to wear all those hats together. And everything was going great until money happened. So obviously, this picture does not look like somebody who is abroad. I came down to Nigeria at the time when I hit a major setback, and I was looking for a way out. Somebody shared an opportunity with me, but before then, I went out to hospitals to see where I could keep myself busy. I got some hospital offers. But the thing about it was interesting actually, but the downside to it was that I get to work in the hospital, but I get to work as a volunteer because we're not going to be ready to pay me yet until the economy stabilizes. But I didn't have a problem with that. After all, we do it for the passion. And I started to see things that I did not want to see. They started to surface. And so I realized that just like every other person out there, the drive is the money. The goal is the salary. The motivation is salary. So I started to see myself not enjoying what I was doing because my joy was beginning to be attached to the money because I had needs, I had bills to pay, I had things to take care of. I wake up every morning, go out to work, come back, and then I don't even have the salary to show for it. Some people even have, I don't even have. And everything changed in an instant when I changed my perspective, seriously, but it had to happen because I met somebody who became like a mentor to me, all right? So my mentor, just in the course of having that encounter, my association automatically changed, my perspective to life changed as well. Sometimes when you focus on the wrong things, they begin to expand. You focus on your problems, your inability, your limitations. You say, oh, why me? Life has dealt me a hard blow, this and that, yada, 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 yada. And all these things actually compound our problems because the more you fixate on the problem, the bigger it gets. But I started to see solutions. I started to look away from the problem because I was beginning to see people who, in spite of challenges, have lived above, expectations, above whatever their background gave them, above every kind of circumstances that could have thrown everybody else down. And I knew that if these people can overcome, I too can. I just have to hang around them a little bit more. My why also changed. I was going into medicine. I thought that, I would work and make good money and all of that. But deep down somewhere, I've always also wanted to give back. I wanted to have a facility where people can go to and have free healthcare. But while all of that was going on, I realized that for me to make that happen, I'm not going to have to rely on salary as a means to achieve that big dream. So I had to dream again. And if I had to dream again, it meant that I had to get to a point in my life where I could have a perspective that allows me to see that I could actually have that ultimate goal of that facility providing free healthcare, but I don't have to tie the realization of it to my job as a doctor, basically to my income, to the promise of a luxurious income to make that happen. I started to dream again, but of course, I was going to do that with the right system, with the right opportunities that will make that kind of money possible. The income I was looking for was not going to come from my day job. It wouldn't come, no matter how high I grew. So everything changed through mentorship. And in 2019, I had hit #1 million income. #1 million income in 1 month. I had never achieved that kind of thing in my life before, never. And I knew where I was at the time. I quickly converted this figure to dollars, and I was like, what have I been doing in my life? What have I been doing? But you know, it was not just the money. It was a circle of people that I started to hang around with, like I said earlier. And it started to expose me to platforms that I didn't even see myself, you know, getting onto, because I thought I was not qualified. I thought I did not fit the description because I called myself shy. I called myself introvert. You know, it looks interesting, but it's sabotaging me and the things that God has called me to do. But the opportunity opened me up to the possibilities that I could actually bring out from myself. I started to speak at events. I became very passionate about helping young people become entrepreneurs, pursue their dreams. They were calling me to different platforms and panels. I had people who I was working with. Some of them started to qualify for all expenses paid trips as well. And, you know, just seeing that life could be lived on our terms was something to wake up to every morning. And the other previous, this was us at Dubai. This was one of my mentees, all right? Myself, another of my mentee in Mauritius. That's my friend and leader and mentor as well, who clicked this opportunity for me when she gave me a phone call and said, IJ, I have something to share with you. And look at us today, traveling the world, working to help other people experience the good life. This was still us in Mauritius when we went on a parasailing experience. This was at Tamasa Resort in Mauritius. Very beautiful place on a Monday morning. The other picture was what? We were in South Africa here. We're in South Africa here. And that's Dr. Ada, my friend, who was also on the trip. This is actually interesting. I was called to speak at the GEW in Abuja. And look at the panelists we have here. I'm the only lady. I couldn't have actually imagined, well, I could have imagined it, but it would have probably ended up as a daydream. But the right opportunity, the right people unlocked possibilities of it, right? Of course, beyond that as well, also now beginning to support people who find it difficult to cater to their needs, you know, feeding the less privileged, traveling as well. I even wrote a book sometime in 2020, courtesy of the exploration of all that is within me. So what I'm saying in essence is that the opportunity that we have put together today is giving people the chance to actually move in the line of your calling, and move in the line of the direction of what God has prepared for you to do. But of course, it would take you to be in the right place at the right time with the right opportunity to make that happen. This was also when we went out to do the Children's Day food drive. Just put things together to feed some people, you know, just put smile on their faces. It's interesting to be able to make that happen. And then doing that with my children, that's my daughter there. You know, we went out on this activity with some of my partners, and we get to do this over and over and over and over again. And the joy is unexplainable. The joy is unexplainable. And guys, let me tell you something. It's one thing to make money, right? But it's another thing to have freedom. When I'm talking about freedom to spend, like spend the money how you want to spend, not because of what you can afford. Right? People want to put the smile on people. Some of us want to do this, but the kind of money we make cannot allow us to do that. All right. So the goal is to help you to get to that place through the opportunity that I'm about to share with you today. All right. We've also gone as far as even just in July last year, we went out to do June. We did the We Care project. We went to hospitals to pay medical bills for people who could not afford to cater to their medical bills. And again, guys, this is actually amazing to see that people can have bills as low as 3,000 naira and they cannot afford to pay that. And because of that, they are kept in the hospital till they can get somebody who will come and pay up those bills for them. Some people are not getting progressive treatment because they are at one level of treatment because they don't have the money to, maybe go for scan or pay for do a CT or just get some kind of procedure done that will help the doctor ascertain what next to do. And this is how people die. This is how people die. All right. This woman just put to bed, thankfully, but they are yet to find a way to leave the hospital because they don't have money to pay. This other one had a baby who had a surgery. She is a single mother, nobody to care for her. She was not even expecting this that day. And the joy that this brings to them is what every experience that this opportunity has given to me and my partners. Okay, this is even just something I thought to put here again. Just even recently, I've been away since December, not really doing much. Came back to my base in just January 22nd, but I was coming back and I knew that, okay, there are bills to be paid. This is money that I made from my business, even without doing much in 1 month. Like I've not been around in a whole month, but I already had 400,000 naira. This is what I call leverage income. Now, the question I have for you today is, if you stop the job or business you're doing today, how long can you run out of money? Like if you don't work for a month, how long will you survive? That's a critical question you have to answer. I had to ask myself that question many years ago when the opportunity was presented to me while I was working in the hospital. And I said, if I continue like this for the next 6 months, how long will I survive? What will my life look like? Now, the truth is that the reason most people are not making money is not that they don't have something to do. They are doing things, right? But they don't know. Nobody is teaching us how to get rich, how to create wealth. We just know what we were taught in school. And the result of that is what? The earning power of people are diminishing by the day. The average graduate is out there looking for a job, 28, 29, 30. When they don't find a job, they decide to go for a master's or a PhD in a hope to be better qualified. But trust me, there are still no jobs out there. You might have to unseat someone. And then, of course, a lot of people in the upper class are slipping into the middle class and middle class into the poor class. But guess what? I'm not here to bring all doom and gloom, right? There is a solution. And the solution is that we are beginning to teach people principles that create wealth. And as it is said in one of the books that I read this book as a child. I read Robert Kiyosaki's book as a child, but I did not pick this as a child. And I know why. My mind was in what we were programmed to do at that age. And at that age, we were programmed to read our books, pass exams, so that we can get the best jobs and make the best money. So when I read this book, it did not click. It did not actually click to me. But lo and behold, as an adult now, I'm in that space where I was looking for financial understanding. So of course, that's what we need to get to the next level we need to get to. And I learned from Robert Kiyosaki's book that the real reason most people struggle financially is that they learn to work hard for their money. They work hard. So when you do sleepless nights in school, to do TDB, read, travel across states and cities to school, we are learning to work hard for the money that we are promised if we do well in school. Unfortunately for us, we are not taught the principles of wealth creation. It is that principles that make the difference. It is that principle in wealth creation that make the difference. That is why somebody like Cosmas Maduka that did not go to the university is rich. He's still his 4th generation. They will not lack. All successful people have one thing in common. And what is that one thing? Leverage. So what the financial understanding that I picked from the book when I read it, Business of the 21st Century, is leverage. That power to earn more by working less and less, either by having people or money working for you. If you understand what leverage is, Kai, you will break a brick wall to pass through to get it. Look at these guys. They don't have 10 heads. Obasanjo is leveraging on MTN by bringing MTN to Nigeria. He makes a kobo from, a naira from every subscription that anybody does. Over 60 million subscribers today under the MTN network. Is it the politicians? We blame them over, but the truth is that as long as they are playing that politics, they will never be broke. Why? They leverage on your problems. They leverage on your pain. They leverage on your suffering. We also have the likes of bankers. Yes, look at people are begging for their money, their hard-earned money. I've had this, don't even get it twisted. I have been teaching this training since last year, since 2 years ago. These same slides, I probably just tweak it from time to time. But if I had a training in December, I use the same slide. So it doesn't have anything to do with what's going on right now. But due to the coincidence, they make money off people. If nobody puts their money in the bank, there'll be no bank. There'll be no bank, literally. Or let's talk about, pop culture. reality TV shows. The winner takes it all. That is the person who is able to gather the most followers. People, leverage is people. Now, what have we done with the organization that I have partnered with? The organization says that the vision is to raise what? Financially free people, of course, by applying these principles, and help them to raise other financially free people. That by 2024, we will have at least 50,000 multimillionaires in the connected economy. So I'm here to tell you about the connected economy. That is the economy that connects people that leverage today. There's no leverage in education. There's no leverage in the corporate world. It is not the connected economy. But I'm going to show us how we can leverage. And our goal is to create a family of millionaires who will use their monies collectively to affect the world. Guess what? If 50,000 multimillionaires come together and raise ₦1 million, we will build schools. We will send people to school for free. Yes, we will build hospitals. People will have access to free healthcare. We will fix roads. We will fix communities. We will empower widows. We will do a lot of things without waiting for the government. So what we've done is what? Come together to work as a group of creative and forward-thinking individuals from different endeavors all over the globe. And of course, our common goal is what? Financial freedom. Of course, I talked about the money, time freedom, where you can actually relax and live your life of luxury, where you're not working, but you're making money. Of course, health freedom, which means that even after a hard day's job, even after working 2, 3, 6, 7 years, your health is still intact because we believe in holistic form of wealth creation. You can make money and live a healthy, balanced life, not stress, not the kind of money we are trying to, we say hustle. You hustle and you are stressing out. Look at examples of these guys who operate the connected economy. And the typical example is Amazon founder Jeff Bezos. Exchanges liabilities for assets, helps people to do the same. Now, Amazon is a $200 billion worth organization as of 2020. But what you will notice with Amazon is that they do not manufacture products. They only leverage. They leverage on the actual product manufacturers and serve as a middleman between the product manufacturer or seller and the final consumer. Jeff Bezos, you see here, represents thousands of independent distributors or independent affiliates on the Jeff Bezos network who make nothing less than $1,000 monthly, $2,000 monthly. Some even make $500,000, $200,000, but that's something. What if that was an extra income outside what they're currently doing? That is the Amazon network. But the point really is, you will see that these systems are thriving because that is where the economy has shifted to. If we had talked about Amazon in 1980, it will not survive. Because at the time, computers were just picking up. But today we have gone from the computer revolution to the to the internet revolution, where internets were now able to connect computers together, where internet was now easily accessible to anybody who had a smartphone by the time GSM came in. So 2010 became the information revolution. And of course, that ushered the connected revolution. The connected revolution is going to usher the artificial intelligence revolution. Guess what? They are all in tandem, supporting each other. It means that the farther away you are from civilization, the harder it will be for you to survive with what you are doing today. So what we are looking at right now is business network developers drilling the new money of today. Because you don't have to create the business from the scratch. All you need to do is develop networks and make money across businesses. So as connectors, our job is to do what? Communicate the information about the connected economy and help people to convert their social capital into financial capital using leverage I talked about. So you're leveraging your social capital, which is the people that you know. You may not know so much people, but you can build that over time. We teach and mentor people on how to build leverage systems, mentor people on how to build financial freedom by harnessing their social capital over time. So the system rewards connectors and those who are ready to learn and grow as connectors. So that is how this young girl with big dreams of medicine, struggling in that career path, with no certainty of what tomorrow will look like, I can afford to drive a Benz. My father did not drive this kind of car. My father did not. My mother did not. My mother did not. She never had a car. But it's okay. It's fine. They operated the wrong economy. I saw a system that was working. I plugged into it regardless of my circumstances, and I emerged. And that is why I started by saying that 2023 is for a lot of people. You can emerge above your circumstances. You can emerge above whatever is happening in the country right now. Because if I can emerge, you too can. As a global business network developer, it means that your income is not tied to your current location or even Nigeria. You can build a global business network like what Amazon is today. Imagine you make 1% of what Amazon makes on a daily basis. Because Amazon does not thrive on the US markets. All over the world, you too can have such a kind of business through a leverage system that we're going to show to you. But of course, you have to evaluate your definitions about money. You have to evaluate your definitions about wealth. How do you see money? How do you perceive money? What do you understand as money? How does money come to you? Do you believe that you can make money even better than what your parents did? Do you believe that you can give your children a better experience than they had? Or do you believe that your father was an accountant, you will become an accountant? So will your daughters or your children become? No, you can rewrite history. Somebody is going to change it in their lineage. It can be you. And of course, if your beliefs aren't giving you the results you want in life, it is simple. Investigate and learn about wealthy behaviors and principles and apply them in areas of your life. What it also means is that you have to be okay with stepping out of the norm. Yes, separating yourself from everybody else who has minimum mentality. You have to be willing to stand in the crowd of people who are dreaming big. And permit me to introduce you to the economy designer plan as we emerge into 2023. And guess what? It's not just you that will emerge, okay? The Nigerian flag is here. Even Nigeria will emerge because of you, all right? Because of you. Now, with the Emerge project, in partnership with our economy designer project, you can connect people to daily consumables. So when you are a connector, what are you connecting? Just like Amazon that does not manufacture products. There are products here as well, but you don't have to manufacture them. Just connect people to the daily consumables and amazing health products that we're going to show to you and make money for life. Is Amazon ever going to go anywhere? I doubt it much. In fact, the more technology continues to evolve the world and the way markets are being reached out to, the more Amazon will make money. Excuse me, if you don't tap into that connected economy system today, there will always be consumables that you can connect people to, but you'll be missing out on it. And only those who plug in can make money. And like I said, you make money for life through a one-time connector fee and mentorship. Of course, for you to have access to the company and the money that you can make from their system, it means that you have to be connected to them. That is how somebody like Imelda, common Ugu seller, graduate though, she's a graduate, don't even get it twisted. She went to university and got a degree, okay? Got a job and she was laid off, but her mother was selling Ugu. So she just joined her mother to continue to sell Ugu till something else comes up. But through the mentorship of the masterminds under this business platform, Imelda was able to emerge. She launched herself the gift of a car. But this did not happen overnight again. Excuse me. Imelda went through a mentorship process. And in the space of 3 years, she had cleared lots of debts for her family. She had also been able to upgrade her living standard. And of course, she was able to afford herself a car. In fact, what you will also notice here is that she used this car to learn how to drive. Okay, so this is what the connected economy can do. If she was working a job, even in the space of 4 years, she may not have been able to afford that car. And this is how over 500,000 partners are connecting to people, hey, without selling, marketing, or convincing people to buy products. No, you don't have to. We're not sending you to go and hawk. What we are showing you is a system where you can take advantage of the mentorship. You don't have to convince. Let the system do the talking for you. We have different systems that can help you to connect people, okay? So once you plug in with your payment, you access a package, and every package comes with a free code. Now that free code will give you an account on our company, our partner company platform, Alliance Motion Global. Now, once you have that account, you get plugged into the mentorship. So it means that you understand that people are seeing the opportunity every day and plugging in, okay? So how you position yourself matters, all right? So if you can position yourself immediately and make your payment to access that mentorship of the mastermind, what is going to happen for you is that the responsibility to grow your business has been lifted off your shoulder 100%, where you can now split that responsibility across the team who will work with you and mentor you to get results. The first thing is your quick start guide training. Attend the quick start guide training. Understand the power of positioning. Just invite your friends to see our business presentation using the tools that you will be taught to use in the quick start guide training and the trainings that follow after. In fact, if you can, as simple as expose your contacts, let's just work with 50. Expose just 50 of your contacts. When I talked about leverage, all right? Expose just 50 of your contacts. Now, don't look at just 50 contacts. Those 50 contacts are 50 phones with nothing less than 50 contacts in them. Guess what? Every SIM card can take up to 250 contacts. Now, imagine yourself leveraging on the 50 phones and the 50 contacts in them. Do the maths. And those 50 phones or those 50 contacts, look at their own phones. I am talking about over 62,500 contacts that you can leverage on. At a 10% success rate, we will maximize the tools with you to invite people to see our presentation through these contacts. We are not convincing people. We are only showing them a system that works, that they too can access through mentorship. And if they are willing to as much expose their contacts to us through mentorship, they will duplicate the same results that we'll achieve with you. And guess what? In 3 to 6 months, you can hit $1 million with no financial risk. Because of course, when you make payment, you also received products that were for your personal consumption. Are we getting it? So in 6 months or less, you can become a millionaire. $1 million is not a lot of money anymore. First of all, let me establish that fact. $1 million is not a lot of money. So if you're not making it already, there's a problem. We must live above that reality now. So what you simply need to do is to plug into the system by making your one-off purchase of health benefiting products, right, for your personal home use. And it ranges from $49.990 to $999.990. But regardless of the product category or package that you choose to shop for, what you're going to have access to is a global business partnership, because the products you're going to receive, we have products from Nature's Way, Weda Global Nutrition, DSM Bright Science, Ego Block Access, because we have a home ownership program powered by Ego Blocks, and of course, Empower Consumer. We even have banks that are also benefiting from this system. Trust me, guys, this is so much that you can take advantage of if only you can open your eyes and look at this with the eyes of the future, not now, with the eyes of 2, 3, 4, 6 years from now. But the journey has started. I'm talking about products from the beverage, alkaline chocolate tea, to alkaline coffee, the beverage, supplements, toothpaste. Excuse me, who did not brush today? But you know the problem between that brushing that you did and this one now is that the company that you're using their toothpaste pays you. You make money from that company. Many of us use myriad of products that we don't even know the history of them. And we might never even be able to know the history. Not to talk of even making any other extra incentive. And when the toothpaste finish, what do? You buy another one. But what I'm saying to you here is that you are using your money to shop for products that you normally use. Is it the kiddies gummies? It's a multivitamin that children and even adults can use. Bonstin for keeping fit and reducing excess fats in the body. Choleduz for taking away cholesterol in the system, for proper heart and eye functioning. Energy diffuser protects your phone, your gadgets from radiation. Look at my phone. Look at the energy diffuser on it, protecting me from radiation. It's on my laptop. Guess what? We must get tired of falling ill and getting treated. Prevention, like they say, is better than cure. So you are investing in your health as well. People are using these products for their personal use as well. This is the energy pendant, fashionable device as well. So all the plans that we have, like I said, range from the $49.90 to the $999.990, right? Of course, if you've seen a system that you can plug into, all you need to do today is access any of the partnership portfolios. Any of these partnership portfolios gets you to be able to make money from the company, depending on how high you can afford to start with. And you can make money in 6 different ways, okay? Now, we have the retail profit. Yes, Some people partner with our company, our partner company, Alliance Motion Global, which is now known as Pride Consumerism. Some people access their products to retail them. So if you go into some of your supermarkets, you will find the beverage there. You will find the tea, you will find the coffee, you will find the toothpaste. Even in the pharmacies, you also find the supplements. They are giving it to people. In fact, when I started this business newly, I didn't even realize the power of the products I had in my package. I went to the pharmacy and somebody was selling, the pharmacist was selling it to me. I already bought more than my money could. I already bought enough with the money that I came with. And I told him that I will come back and collect it. But I said, let me even see what you are showing me. I looked at it very well. I was asking, but as I was looking at it and asking him questions, he started to look familiar. I said, don't I know what this thing is? I went back home, picked up my product package, and lo and behold, it was inside there. And if I had not known, or if I had not even engaged in the business, I would have paid for it. And I was going to pay more, 100 times more, the actual price. So yes, people are making retail profit from the partnership of the company, okay? But you know, there are also people who purchase the product for their personal consumption. And then there are those who purchase not just for their personal consumption, but also to make money in the form of what we call the connector bonus, okay? And that is where we have positioned ourselves. I have sat down inside that space to make money as a connector. And I've done this for over 4 years now. All right, we have the matching bonus, we have the uni-level bonus, we have the step bonus, we even have the travel bonus. Now, the first one here is for those people who are choosing to retail. If you are doing this to just buy products and go and sell, which is not where we thrive in, that's fine, but you can make money with that. But the remaining 2 to 6 is where our system will help you to make these other 5 types of money. You will make them with this system. So that is where the mentorship comes in. All right. Now, with this mentorship, let me talk about the direct connector bonus. Here, the company is going to reward you instantly for anybody you plug in, depending on the package that they're coming in with. So, for example, somebody who purchases products worth $79.90 is going for the entry VAS plan. And with this entry VAS plan, you can make an instant 20,000 naira, right? But then we also have another plan, because if you connect 50 persons on the entry VAS plan in a space of whatever time frame, what we would have made is $1 million. So what it means is that if you connect 50 persons on the entry VAS plan in 1 month, you would have made 1 million naira in the direct connector bonus. Now that's one way to make money. You know, when I saw this opportunity, seriously, I had my reservations. I am not the type that is very outspoken. I don't make too many friends. I didn't really even have friends growing up, because I was always, I did primary school here, secondary school here, university. Like I did not really form close bonds with people. So I was very concerned that, can I even do this? But of course, I heard about the second way to make money, and I'll show you that shortly, okay? And once I show you that, I'll make you an offer and we are done this night. Now, the second way you can make money is what we call the connector bonus, but on the Neovas package. Somebody comes in with the Neovas package, it means that they're coming in with 129,990. You can earn an instant 30,000 naira. Instant 30,000 naira. So it means you connect 50 people on the Neovas package in 1 month, you would have made 1.5 million. Now, of course, you can connect 30 people in 2 years. You would have accumulated 1.5 on the connector bonus. But now follow me quickly. Let me show you the other bonus, which is the matching bonus. So, but the higher the package anybody you connect with, they purchase products worth 259.90, you will earn higher bonuses. Like here, you earn 50,000 naira. And then we also have the Digiverse. You want to play in the league of the big boys, you can either run the Digiverse package for yourself. You can also connect people who can plug in with the Digiverse package, and of course, you can make 100,000. In fact, if you connect just 4 people on the Digiverse plan, you have already made back the money that you paid to start the business, right? Now, we also have the Megaverse package. It's like a jetpack package. People who have sold themselves to this vision run the Megaverse plan. But guess what? The second bonus I talked about is the matching. This one interests me personally because this is what made me keen to this opportunity. Some of you here are very good. You can easily talk to people. You can easily network with people. You have a lot of friends. You have a lot of people in your sphere of influence. You can make a lot of money in the direct connectors bonus. But for you who is like me, who was concerned that what if I'm not able to connect people? Does it mean that I don't make money from the system? The matching bonus is for you, right? And I say this because as a new partner with the company, your payment gives you what? A business portfolio, right? Now, this business portfolio, or more like a business shop, is divided into a left and a right side. So when you plug into the business and make your payment to the company, the team that I worked with, so my leader, my friend, my mentor, they took me in, plugged into the mastermind mentorship of the organization. And so what the mastermind mentorship did for me was that it was able to allow me expose my contacts to the system easily, so that they were able to sample those people who could afford to start immediately. So that responsibility and that fear was lifted up from me. And guess what? In less than a month, I had my first 2 people on board. So you too can do the same, and you can even do it in less than a week. In fact, our system is so simple now that in less than a week of plugging into the mastermind mentorship, expose your contacts to us. We will work with you to sponsor Ada and sponsor Bola. Ada might be your friend or your colleague at work. In fact, Bola can be in Germany right now. But with this system, we will sponsor Bola into your business network, and we will start to work with Ada and Bola. Ada and Bola, why are they even here? They are here because they were shown a system that will help them make money. So it is easy for them to see that. But of course, what is more easy for them to see is how they can also leverage on the mentorship. So they know that without the mentorship, they cannot make money. Now, that is where this system is beautiful, because knowing fully well that when I saw it, I said, it means that if Ada and Bola come on board, they are not here to look at my face. They want to make money. They will attach themselves to the mentorship and they will get results. So by the time Ada decides to connect Chidi by exposing her contacts to her mentors, and connect Dan, Bola connects Eno and Faith with the help of the mastermind mentorship. Guess what? Ada and Bola will make money. But fantastically, this company is so considerate for people like us that are very shy. And it says, for every new connector in your business network, what we need is a balance on the left and on the right, and you will earn 7,000 naira. So Dan connects and pairs with Eno and pays you 7,000 naira. Chidi connects with Faith and pays you 7,000 naira. Hey guys, are you seeing what's going on? This will continue to duplicate and duplicate and duplicate. So even if they are not able to connect as many persons, every pair of people that join your business accumulates what? 7,000 naira. So all the system is looking for what? Is 2 new connectors to the left. Sorry, 1 new connector to the left, 1 new to the right, 7,000 naira. 1 new to the left, 1 new to the right, 7,000 naira. 1 new to the left, 1 new to the right, 7,000 naira. And that is how it starts to pile up. Now, they decided to devise a very smart way of sustaining this business. For the past 10 years in Nigeria, Empowered Consumerism has been paying their partners because of this simple system, this simple trick I'm about to share with you. And when I learned about it, I was like, wow, okay, that means company is also sustainable. There is an income cap that you can make in a day. This 7,000 naira, these matches, you cannot make more than 40 of it in a day. You cannot. No matter how many connectors join your team that day, once you hit 40 matches, that's all you can make for that day. Is this not amazing? So with a 12-year plan, guess what? This is you plugged into the, 12-week plan. That's why I said earlier that it's getting better and better and easier to build your network with the mentorship that is available right now, because unlike some of us who were so, the system was still very raw and being fine-tuned back then when I started 4 years ago. Right now, you can plug in. There was no Zoom then. In fact, you're listening to me through a Zoom right now, right? So somebody is sharing a video with you right now. And guess what? You are seeing the opportunity already. Some of these things were not available then. So it would take a longer time to gain access to all the content that you want to expose your leaders to or your mentor to. But with what we have right now, your contacts can be if we're working with 50 contacts, for example, your 50 contacts can be exposed to the mentorship plan. And in a space of 1 week, we can sample out 2 from those 50 who will plug into the business. And what does that 2 mean for you in terms of the matching bonus? 1 to the left, 1 to the right, 7,000 naira. 1 to the left, 1 to the right, everybody is cashing out 7,000 naira with a maximum they can make in a day being 280. But we don't even need the 280 itself. If you can just have every new person that plug into your business activate in their first week. Now that activates means that in their first week, they're able to connect 2 partners. It means that what you would have built is what? A duplicating system. The mentorship is there. The Zoom meetings are there. The tools are there. The leaders are there. The products are still there. As they pay, they receive their products, they expose their contacts to their mentors. They understand how it works. And they look, what your mentors do again for you is like, let me just break that down a little bit, is that there are different categories of people that you know. All right. We're going to look through to the system and see which method is the best way to present this opportunity to this your contact. We're going to do that with you. So of course, we're not making money for you. We are working with you because these are your contacts. So we cannot access them if we don't work with you. Okay, but guess what? Every new connector to the left, to the right continues to pay out to pay 7,000 naira, and it builds up like that. But you know what? In a space of 12 weeks, I don't know if this is showing well on your end, but in a space of 12 weeks, guess what? The first 2 in your first week become 4, become 8. As this 8 connect their 2 each, you have 16. 16 connect their 2 each, you have 32. So it just got jumbled up. But guess what? When you add up the 2, the 4, the 8, 16, 32, 64, 128, 256, add all these figures to your 12th week, you are supposed to have built a team of 8,190 people. But if you look into this picture, how many of them do you actually know personally? Just the first 2. Are we getting the system now? Are you seeing the leverage? If you are getting me, type leverage in the chat box. If you are seeing the leverage I'm showing you today, type leverage in the chat box. If you are seeing how you can leverage on your 50 contacts, quickly drop those leverages for me. Let me see so I know that you are following. And it will continue to duplicate like this. But you know what? You know me, I like to be realistic. So of course, I present this in the most realistic way possible. That's what if you did your part, but other people did not do it? Maybe they didn't connect their 2 in their first week. It took them 3 weeks, it took them 1 month. And by the time you are at your 12th week, you don't have that 8,190 people in total in your team. Guess what? You can still make money because, yes, at the 100% success rate, you should have made 28 million naira, 28.6 million naira at a 100% success rate. That means everybody connected their 2 in their first week. But even if it doesn't work like that, right, you can still hit 10% success rate, and 10% success rate is 2.8 million naira. So I'm not even talking about something that people have not done before. Look at these people's faces here, looking like struggle, you know, just managing barest minimum. I call it minimum mentality. What everybody else is doing is called minimum mentality. When you live above average, you're not looking at what everybody around you is doing. You're elevating your expectations, right? Now look at Architect Moses in that picture. Look at him here today, building an amazing team all the way in Enugu State. But he used to sell apple. In fact, he read architecture in school. But it's not every time you get a job to do drawings, right? But because of this opportunity, courtesy of this, he launched this vehicle for himself within a period of 4 years. But he had to go through mentorship to get this kind of results, right? He did not achieve it overnight. His life started to transform, 7,000 after the other, 7,000 after the other. But not just was he making 7,000, he was also being mentored to become a leader. So one thing you also get from this opportunity is that you are not just being taught how to make money, but also taught how to influence people, build a team of people who are also succeeding in this business. This is another young lady, Bridget, right? She came into this opportunity, a young girl who was still in school. And, you know, sometime during the strike in school, she went to learn makeup artistry. And so she knew how to do makeup, you know, paint people's faces. But of course, she plugged into this through our Amazon project. And of course, not just was she making money, she was like in my own situation as well. She had to build network, and, you know, her association changed because this opportunity will expose you to people who are at the level where you want to get to. Now, as that is happening, she was able to raise enough money to launch her cosmetic line. So she's not just a makeup artist that is not able to leverage. She can now she created her own product that can now sell, whether she's painting faces or not. Some of you need that kind of money to be able to make, you know, create your own product that you can leverage. So even in your absence, your products are going ahead of you. But of course, she also knew that it is not enough to have her own product. She wants to be able to build people. It is not okay to make money for yourself alone. If something happens to this business, one business mistake, the business is gone. But of course, she was taught the idea of leverage. And so even as a young copper in the city of Plateau State or Jos, she's able to build a team of people who are also making money for themselves. So it's not just about making money, but building people who you can also be able to see them live the life that they want. And the more people you can help make money, you make money in this system. Of course, we went out. This was at the We Care project. She was also part of us when we went out to the We Care project. I played the video earlier, right? This business opportunity opens you up to travels. This was a travel we did to Seychelles last year. In fact, the lady in question just came back from Seychelles as well. She was on another expensive trip to Seychelles, courtesy of this experience, okay? And you know, this is the kind of life that people are looking for. It's not all work, mararaba nyanya, akpu every time. Yama redoye every time. Keke. What do they call the other one again? What's the other name for taxing? You know, that's not what life is about. God has created this world for us to see and enjoy and touch different parts of the world so that you know that you actually live on this earth. And that is why we take travel seriously in this business. Imagine working for 3 months, work hard for 3 months, and go on a break for 1 week. You feel rejuvenated. That is what our system is about, all right? But of course, I will just quickly run through this. Of course, the travel plan is also there, but it's not for everyone. If you want to access the travel benefits, it means that you have to run this business and even the real estate division, because we launched out a real estate division this year. In fact, starting from after the elections, people are going to be able to start to access the home program. And that is for those who are operating on the higher packages from the Technovas upwards. And I have good news for you with regards to the Technovas. With the Technovas plan, you can access the discounts, right? Rather than paying that $559,930. If you are able to plug into the mastermind opportunity, you can get the Technovas plan at $259,990. All right, so you get to save a lot of money, and that is what the mastermind offer will do for you. So you also receive products, right? And you have 7 shops. These 7 shops can give you access to making money from 7 different accounts. Now, I talked about 10% success rate earlier, right? So imagine that you're not making 280,000 naira even in the next 1 year in the business, and you're making 28,000 naira daily. Remember, 280,000 naira is the maximum that any accounts can make. But if you're making 10% of that, that's 28,000 naira daily. Multiply that by 7. So what it means is that the maximum accounts or the multiple accounts help you to maximize the business and minimize the risk. So while you are making 28,000 naira daily, but because you have multiple accounts, that will spread across in 7 different accounts that you have, or 7 different business portfolios. And so even at a 5% success rate in total, in a month, you can still do 2.9 million naira with this opportunity. Okay, as I wrap up, this is a young man, a mechanic, who started this business, a mechanic. When I came, I saw amazing things. Yes, he saw amazing things. Joining the business, something amazing happened in my life. Someone to start counting from 6 digits. It's not an easy something. Friends, what I want to tell us here is this. Somebody who comes from where I come from and start doing what I'm doing recently, it's a thing to do. Why not? So he just shared his short experience. But you see that this guy is not like he went to the best schools. That is if he even went to one. But this opportunity is an equalizer. Today, Mr. Festus is a mentor. From a machine to a multi-millionaire, it could only be possible with our system. All right, celebrate grace, guys. Celebrate grace. Okay, so as I wrap up, more testimonies about this is Pastor Diko, a pastor for years. He would preach and preach and preach, but people will go back to their misery. He will tell them God will do it for you. It starts to feel like sometimes you pray for people and they are still suffering. Sometimes what people need is not prayer, it's money. Just give them money. God has answered the prayer. But Pastor Diko knew that he could not afford to sustain the system he was building if he does not improve his own earning or his own income. He started to build business on the side. Even after 4 years, the previous slide is 2018, right here is 2022. Even after 4 years, Pastor Diko is still making money in this business. He bought his wife her first car through the money he made from this business, not from church offering. If he was not doing this, church would say he has carried offering and buy car for his wife. But they knew that he has a system that he was building, that they have also been beneficiaries of the same system. And of course, all these results is possible through mentorship. And guys, what I want to say to you, just like Mr. Festus has said, is this, okay? People are doing this business from all walks of life, and they are succeeding because, just like everybody else, they are looking for how to make money every day, and this business gives you that. We spend money every day. If you don't know that you spend money every day, if you use a smartphone, that smartphone is running on data. Even when you are sleeping, your data is running. You cook soup in your house, put them inside fridge, Abi. If you go to bed, will you off your fridge? No, you keep it on. When NEPA comes to you and give you NEPA bill, will you pay it or not? You will pay because it has accumulated every day. We spend money daily. We must make money daily. There are no targets to meet in the business, okay? So this is not the system where they tell people, this is your target for the month. This is not that system, okay? No targets. Take my word to the bank. There are no mandatory monthly, nobody says every month you must buy this before you can make money. This system is devoid of that. You can make, if you're looking at the system and you're saying, okay, does it mean that if I start with one, I will end with one? No, you can start with one and end up with 54 accounts if you choose. Multiple profit centers is possible for you. You can enjoy free international travels. I'm not talking about travel. I'm talking about free travels, okay? So if you're looking to travel where you don't want to spend your money, you can actually access that as well through this opportunity, because from time to time, companies select people that they sponsor on all expenses paid travel, and you can enjoy that through the mastermind mentorship. Selling is absolutely unnecessary. I think I've cleared that already. You don't have to sell to make money in the system. And the sweetest part of all of this is that you can build this for your last name. You can build this and hand over this business to your children, and guess what? They will be inheriting the leverage that you have built. It's just like Coca-Cola, just like MTN. If Obasanjo is not here tomorrow, does it mean that MTN will stop paying him the 1 naira? No. Who collects the money? His children. Same thing that happened with Coca-Cola. So listen good to a system that will allow you to create leverage, and you will build massive income. We would work with you, we would mentor you, we will show you the way to use the system, and you will get results. You can recommend your contacts. Those 50 contacts, we'll teach you how to recommend them using a text message. We will teach you how to invite your friends to this meeting, and they will come and sit and get started. We'll teach you how to share a video presentation. They will watch a video and get started. We will teach you how to do a home launch. You can launch a business in your house. We will be there. Not like we're going to leave you do all this. We will be in your house to run the business presentation to your friends. They'll see it, they'll get started. It is very simple. Even your phones, we will teach you how to make money with your phone. You load data on your phone and you go on Facebook, click links. In fact, you even go and load data so that you can go and buy from somebody on Facebook. You have to make money too now. Haba. In this world is a marketplace. You are either being used or you are losing completely. So you must find a way to strike a balance. By why spending time on social media, as you are maximizing social media, as they are maximizing, you'll be maximizing them too, because you are their product. Facebook will not be what it is today if it's not you. Same thing with Twitter, Instagram. So find a way to also make money through these systems, and this business will help you do that. We even have a class on social media mastery that you can use to make lots of money in the system, okay? We also have VIPs here in case you are thinking, I'm okay, I'm living the life already. No, the VIPs that have money, if you're really living the life already, you may want to also impact and invest in the lives of the youth through this system. You may not be a VIP, but you can work with a VIP through this system to empower the youths in your community, all right? This is Obasanjo. He's also here. He's also making money. And that is because even the rich, not just looking at how to empower people, they understand that the more persons that they're able to help, they're going to help themselves. They're going to make more money. So they understand the power of leverage. It's that simple. This is Governor of Benue State. This is Ondo State Governor. This is Deputy Governor of Ondo State. This is the Commissioner of Finance, Ondo State. They have all endorsed our system. These are other beneficiaries of our system. Young girl copper, started out as a broke copper with miserable 25,000 naira income, and they were even going to retain her, but she saw an opportunity that was able to help her make 300,000 naira in 4 months, and she knew that she was designed for more, and she plugged into the opportunity, and she's maximizing it to today. Mrs. Vivian used to sell smoothies. Today, she's living the life of her dream. She's mentoring people. Mrs. Nonye used to sell provision, moving milk and Milo from one school to the other. Today, she's living the life of her dreams. More and more testimonies abound. So what I'm about to say to you in conclusion is, as we wrap this meeting, I'm going to make you an offer as we close. But as I make this offer, bear in mind that the only thing that is standing between you and the success that this system has to offer in the next 6 months is starting now. Count 6 months. Your 6 months to hit 1 million naira monthly started today. Calculate 6 months from now. Engage now, and you'll be part of the pioneers who will hit 1 million naira in the next 6 months. In fact, I am even working on a plan for the next 90 days that will help you get 1 million naira in 90 days. 90 days is 3 months. 3 months is 12 weeks. So look at your 12 weeks as 1 week is 1 month, 1 month of the year. It means that what should have taken you 1 year to achieve, we'll achieve it in 12 weeks. Now you're going to get mentorship. While we have the categories of leaders that can mentor you, like the emerging leader, which can give you access to growing up to 1 million naira in 18 months. We also have the global leader who can help you do that in 12 months. But what I'm offering to you today that will make the goal that we have set for the next 90 days, 3 months to 6 months, to become a reality, is embedded in the offer of the Mastermind Mentorship. And what is the Mastermind Mentorship offer? You're going to access products, right? Worth over 100,000, 500 naira, right? Lots of the variety of products. You're going to get plugged into the mentorship program, which is the quick start guide, which costs almost around 30K put together. You're going to have a website created for you. I can monitor your business. This is going to be on the best hosting platform, and this costs money, somewhere around 300,000. I'm going to be giving you a username and a password, which you can track your business from any part of the world. In fact, when you log into this account, you will see somewhere, when you scroll through, you see all the countries where you can actually build a business networking. So you're not limited to Nigeria alone, all right? And with this information that will be given to you, your access to your profit, to your tracking center is possible. And now look at this young person's account. This person has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 portfolios, sorry, 8 portfolios, right? And you see how all of them have different amount of money. Again, just to emphasize multiple accounts, if he had only one, the money that would have been there would just be this account here. But what he has is a combinative of all what you see in all these accounts. But of course, this is somebody else's tracking center, okay? But you too can have yours. That's what I just over 300 countries. And guess what? The Mastermind offer comes with what we call the unfair advantage. With the unfair advantage, what it means is that people are plugged into our system every day. And while they are coming on board, plugging in immediately gives you a leadership position where it is easy for you to get support from others who are coming on board after you. So that is why the Mastermind category of mentorship can help you to hit 1 million naira, even in a shorter time frame than they can do for other people. Are we seeing it? And everything embedded in the offer is almost 2.5 million naira. But we're not going to give you that offer at 2.5 million naira tonight. No, we're not showing you all of this so that you can come and pay 2.5 million naira this night to understand the economy of the country. And in order to contribute in our own little way to support as many persons who can maximize the mentorship and are ready to grow their business with us over the next 6 months, the Mastermind offer is going on an offer right now. So in addition to the healthcare plan, the trips and all whatnot, you're going to be receiving the Mastermind offer, not for 2.4 million naira, not for 2 million naira, not even for 1 million naira, not even for 500,000, not even for 100,000. It won't even go for 50,000. You can access the Mastermind mentorship tonight between now and 12 midnight at a whooping simple 49,990. Guess what? If you can pay 49,990 tonight, you can access the Mastermind offer. So for today, this offer has been given to only 10 people. And I'm talking about 10 people starting from this morning till 12 midnight. A lot of people have seen the opportunity today at our offices. Some people have been sent the video to watch. They've seen it and they are making their decisions. Some of you are already on a live meeting right now. There have been other sessions that held earlier, but only 10 people can access the Mastermind mentorship. So we have to live the life with a sense of urgency so that the minute is not wasted. When you see this opportunity, one thing I want you to know that when they say time is money, we're not even talking about the money, because money is just paper. Trust me, we're talking about freedom. If you lose time today, you can never get it back. If you lose 50,000 naira today, you can get it with time. Are we together? All right. So what I'm showing to you is an opportunity to kickstart your business immediately. There's an account number showing on your screen right now. Depending on where you're listening to me from now, you can actually use the account numbers for that location or the closest location to you. Send in your payment, preferably to the Access account using a mobile app, or better still, contact the person that sent you the link to this meeting and let them know that you are ready to get the Mastermind mentorship. Yes, we have the 79.90 package. We have 129.90. We have 259.90. We have 499.90. We have 999.90. If you have the money for 999.90, why not? Go ahead. If you have 499.90, why not? Go ahead and make that payment. We're going to waive off all the other offers, all the other costs, the website and all of those things. We're going to waive them up, but you're going to get the mastermind mentorship because you're starting immediately and you are among the 10 persons selected from today. Okay, but if you don't have 499.90, don't miss the mastermind mentorship. You can start with 259. Guess what? You can always upgrade in the future. If you don't have 259.90, you can start with 129.90 because of course you can always upgrade in the future. Do not miss the offer just because you would prefer to run the 3 accounts and you don't have 3 accounts, money for 3 accounts. Bro, plug in with the 79.90 package. And just in case you are the barest minimum right now, the economy is tough, things are rough. I am down to nothing. I love the opportunities that have been shown, but see, I don't have money. Things are tight. Excuse me. Sell something. Sell something and raise money to get started. If not for anything, start in the next 24 hours. At least today, it's not starting tomorrow. Sorry, not starting today, you can start tomorrow. But don't allow this to linger for another 1 week or 2 weeks, because that means that is how long you can start to work on changing the story of your finances. So if you're even that person who doesn't have 79.90 to get started, this offer is for you, because with 49.90, I mean 50,000 minus 10 naira, you can still start your business immediately. And like I said, you can always upgrade to any other portfolio you choose to maximize your business on over time. Okay, don't wait for 999.90 to fall on your laps, to not fall on your laps. Sacrifice that 50K now. Get started. Let us start working. After all, you're here to make money. As you make more money, you can grow your business over time. Okay, so look at the portfolios again. Remember that from when we go from the Neovas to Technovas, those higher packages, there are discounts on offer. So that is why I usually emphasize the importance of starting with those ones if you have the money, so you can take advantage of the promo. But if you can log in with your 50,000 naira now and you're saying, okay, I will lock in my mastermind mentorship, but I want the Technovas plan, we already know. So whenever you are ready, you can upgrade to the Technovas plan still at the promo price, okay? But if you miss it now, when you want to run the Technovas plan, it might cost you more than that. They say build your future while it is still cheap. I'm sure you have seen that flyer around somewhere. Again, as we wrap up, you have been shown an amazing opportunity that has the capacity to transform your life. You are dreaming again. In fact, you are excited at the information you just received this night, but something can make it, just one mistake can destroy it all forever. And what is that one thing? Avail yourself for mentorship. Don't think you can do this alone. So as you avail yourself for mentorship, what we'll say is, don't try to explain to anyone yet till you have been properly trained. Okay? So if your mouth is scratching you to talk, just plug into the mentorship, access the quick training, and then you can be more equipped. In fact, once you have accessed that quick training, once you're in the mastermind mentorship, in 24 hours, you can even make money. That can even add to your confidence. Okay? So what it means that you have to commit yourself first, make your payment, grab the mentorship, go for the IPO training, and then strictly stick to the system. And because you have a mentor, the mastermind mentor guiding you, he will be able to make sure that you are working within the confines of the system to maximize the money that you're supposed to make from this business. If you do it without the system, you can make some money, but you will not be able to grow. You can get stuck after 1 month. If you're looking at how to make money in this business for the next 4 years, 5 years, 10 years, stick within the system. All right? And one more thing I want to address, you have been shown an amazing opportunity, yes? There might be fear lurking around somewhere. Should I not? Fear is temporary. In fact, if you're scared, it means that it's you that this opportunity is for. If you're not scared, then maybe it's not, we have not been talking to you since. Okay? Fear is temporary, but regret is forever. If you miss it, you will know that you missed something. If you know that if you don't take action, you would miss something, that regret can live with you forever. You would sit down 4 years later, and there might be an urgent need for 3 million naira, and you will not have even 50,000 naira. But you remember that there were opportunities that were shown to you, this one in particular, that could have made you a millionaire in 6 months, but you turned a blind eye to it. Open your eyes and look closely at what is being shown to you. Decide your future and let's get to work, okay? Congratulations in advance. I don't know if there are any questions in the chat. I don't know if there's any questions or any concerns But trust me, what you are looking for is the mastermind mentorship, and the masterminds are ready, ever ready to work with you and give you the best out of this system. We don't just want you to do the business. We want you to have the best, and the best is the mastermind offer that guarantees results in the shortest time possible. Okay, congratulations in advance. And like I said, I'll just hang around a little bit if there are any questions you want to ask. If you don't have any questions, you can also relate your questions to the person that shared this video with you. We'll be ready to answer them through the person or who shared the link with you. And if you are ready to get started now, you can also drop in the chat box, just drop "I want the mastermind mentorship," so that you can be sent the account number and you can make your payment this night, preferably, not even preferably, mobile transfer. Don't use the USSD code, okay? If your only access to making payments is the USSD code, please ask for the account number that you can make the USSD code payment into, and it will be given to you, okay? Any questions? All right, mastermind, Mr. Okay, Tam and Nympha, mastermind. Wow, this is super amazing. All right. Yes, it can. Yeah, it can only be La Buena Vida. It can only be La Buena Vida. Great teachings. Thanks. You are welcome. You are welcome. Okay. So that brings us to the end of this evening session. I hope we got value for our time. I hope that we are ready to take advantage